All right, I think we can get our work session underway here. Let's see, any issues with the minutes of the meeting dated June 8th? If not, we'll accept them as presented. Abstract of audited vouchers. Listed correspondence, we have several this evening. Building department providing building permit applications and so forth. We have a request from Ron Giese at 33 Elm Place, providing a special events application for a block party at Maple and Elm on July the 4th. Any concerns with that?
No.
Correspondence from Robert Heil, SLA Solutions, providing a notice of new application for an on-premise alcoholic beverage license on behalf of Simply Baba Village Bistro located at 20 West Main Street, and further requesting a waiver of the 30-day notification requirement to expedite the licensing process. As long as we can legally do that, I think we should help them out. Same thing for Fatty Beer, located at 1 West Main Street, Lower, further requesting a waiver of the 30-day notification. I think we should allow that. We have correspondence from Jessica Dennis stating her interest in serving on the Village of Lancaster Zoning Board of Appeals. I would recommend that we post that for any others who might be interested for a period of 2 weeks. And then if we have any others, we can interview them. If not, if she's the only applicant, then we can appoint her to that.
Do we need a resolution to post that, or can we
Yeah.
just post it?
It wouldn't hurt to have a resolution. That way it's there forever. The correspondence from DPW Superintendent Wayne Cisco requesting approval for himself and 3 employees to attend the THSAEC Equipment Show and Safety Expo on Thursday, July 16th at a cost of $120. They had that covered in their budget line. These shows are good because it exposes us to new equipment, new means. So I'd recommend that we approve that. We have correspondence from AdWorks and Scoob's Village Grill providing a special events application for the AdWorks Arts in the Village and Scoob's Wing Fling event to be held on Sunday, August 30th, 2026 from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. on Central Avenue and in the Rite Aid parking lot. I have reached out to Ellicott Development to get permission to use that lot. And I spoke to the chamber president, and he's confident that that permission will be granted. I will abstain from voting on this for obvious reasons. Correspondence from Reinhold, the Planning Commission chairperson, requesting to amend the previous approval of the site plan for the Glasgow Management EV Chargers project to include a contingency for a utility easement for the electrical service to be brought to the chargers on 11 West Main Street from 19 West Main Street. Art, did you have any comments on that? I know you were...
Well, yeah, I met with Matt this morning, and he was very helpful in orienting me as to the issues. And what Matt brought to my attention was that these 2 entities filed what's called a cross easement. And he felt, actually, I think it was the planning board felt that there should be some sort of utility easement other than an easement for access and egress. And I concurred with Matt's opinion that what was submitted was not a utility easement, did not include utility coverage. And then Matt said that when I gave my opinion after meeting Matt, my role was pretty much completed. And Matt said that with my opinion, he would take it from there. But apparently the planning board felt that a utility easement was necessary. And the upshot of that, it has not been secured, and Matt's going to take it from there. Right, Matt?
Yes, sir.
Okay. And he was very helpful in getting me oriented in this.
Okay, so we really don't need to do anything with this evening, Matt, or...
You're amending the resolution to incorporate the utility easement condition.
All right. All right. That's it for listed correspondence. Resolutions, we have a budget transfer from the fire department from radios and pagers to office supplies, and from radios and pagers to fire coats and uniforms. Resolution to approve the following membership changes for the Lancaster Fire Department. We have 3 transfers and a new membership, which is always good. Could use a lot more new members. Resolution authorizing myself as mayor to sign and approve an agreement with Plum Bottom Creek Properties LLC for the use of property during the Village of 4th of July celebration. And a resolution authorizing myself as mayor to sign and approve a collective bargaining agreement with the CSCA Local 1000, AFSCME, AFL-CIO, Village of Lancaster DPW, local, for a period of June 1st, 2026 through May 31st, 2030, as presented. Comments, questions? We'll go on to committee reports, fines and claims.
Nothing to report.
Okay, Public Works.
Few things. There was, at the end of Palmer Place, there is, on the other side of Spring Creek, there's a gas well. There had been some concerns from nearby residents that the gas well hadn't been maintained properly. And there was another issue there that there's a small footbridge that leads to the gas well. The footbridge had been deteriorating. Portions of the footbridge had fallen into the creek, so that's a possible flooding issue. So I want to thank, between Matt, Bill Schutt, Wayne, and myself, we tackled this a few different ways. The DEC has been informed and inspected the gas well, and they cited the gas well. On June 10th, actually, they cited it for maintenance issues. The creek issue, we had Bill Schutt send a letter as our floodplain manager. That's a different story, and sent a letter to the owners for that same issue. They were also cited on or about June 10th as well. And then, speaking of Palmer Place, we brought it up last meeting, and Matt was able to cite a different property owner there for abandonment of a property that's just been abandoned and deteriorated for at least a decade, maybe more. So some streets, it kind of becomes like the opposite of keeping up with the Joneses. If the Joneses aren't, or there's no private ownership, if the Joneses aren't maintaining their property, no one else does. So trying to straighten out a few things over there. Unrelated topic, speaking of the Rite Aid lease, I just wanted to point out something that was reported incorrectly online somewhere, where it said that the lease with us, we're responsible for maintaining the lot.
Yes.
Part of the lease. As far as the $1 payment, so, and discussed this with Wayne, and made sure that DPW knows, if people see us there cleaning the lot, plowing it in the future, doing landscaping, et cetera, it's our responsibility.
Yeah, I contacted Jim Simmer for that correction.
Did you?
I saw the same thing, so,
Okay.
yeah. So he may print a retraction.
Okay. And that's all I have.
Okay, anything for Chairman Michael? Human Resources.
Human Resources, I have nothing.
Okay, how about community events?
4th of July coming up. We're going to have things on the July 2nd, entertainment, beer tent, rides, carnival. July 3rd, a very similar setup, all on West Main Street from Central Avenue to the roundabout area. July 4th will include things like the flag raising at 7:30, the Memorial Foot Race at 8 o'clock. Again, just putting a public service notice out there to homeowners and things like that. Please make adjustments to your schedule between 8 and 10 to either park your car outside of the race area, things like that, just to make it easier and safer for participants and first responders that help us out. Noon for the parade, same route as last year, beginning at Erie and Walter Winter, ending in front of Town Hall on Central Avenue. 10 o'clock that evening, we're looking at fireworks, a very nice display celebrating 250 years. And then that'll be it. There will be no activities. July 5th, the carnival needs to move to its next location. Unfortunately, we did have to postpone the car show that was supposed to take place last weekend due to weather. Stay tuned for an updated event for that. We will be having it, but just stay tuned for an updated date. Other than that, that's all I have.
Okay, anything for community events? Sounds like we got it pretty well in hand. Economic development, the only thing I have, again, at the last board meeting, we approved the lease for the parking lot next to Scoob's, and I think it's a good thing that, we were able to do that, and again, we'll be using that for part of that Chicken Wing Festival and art show, if that's approved this evening. Sure, Chairman Mickley?
Mayor, I had
yeah.
something on economic development. Last summer, we put into that committee work I was doing to look at updating the zoning on Palmer Place. As part of that, I had a cup of coffee with some folks on the Lancaster IDA to discuss a possible feasibility study for development on that street, in addition to another study related to development in the village. I sent an email out to the board back in the fall and didn't really get any response back. John, I think you sent me a response saying that you thought it looked like a good idea. I just wondered if the board's thoughts on me opening up those discussions going forward with the IDA about perhaps doing a collaborative study on that project.
Any idea of cost?
Not yet. This is, like I said, it was just an initial discussion, and I would hope that they would work with us on that cost.
Yeah, if you want to pursue that and get some numbers and see
Yeah.
what we want to do, that would be fine.
Okay, then I'll do that. Thanks.
Okay. Sewer, Chairman Mickley?
Nothing new for sewer.
Okay. Grants, Chairman O'Brien?
Thanks. On Cayuga Creek Park, I had sent an email out to Matt and to Wayne about the stairs on the terrace that lead up from the park to West Main Street. There had been some conversation on a Facebook group about people wondering why those stairs were closed. So I explained, some of the safety concerns in regards to those stairs. Specifically, the actual straight staircase, there's the diagonal steps, which aren't really steps, but then there's the actual staircase, which is straight. I had Bill Schutt look at those as part of the terrace redesign that I was examining earlier this year, and he felt the stairs were safe. There's railing on either side, they're consistent as far as like rise and run, consistent enough. There may be a slight deviation, but it's not, with the railings there, they're safe. My concern with those stairs is that they're all the same color concrete. So in low light, if you're looking down the stairs, it's hard to tell where one stair ends and the other one begins, and I imagine the same issue is going up the stairs. So I asked Matt and Wayne about the possibility of doing something to delineate the steps from each other, so someone with perhaps vision issues or just in the haste and in the dark wouldn't trip and fall down the stairs. Wayne proposed a process for dividing those out, making them more visible. Do you want to talk a little bit about your idea?
Well, it's just basically the same thing that we did with the floors here. So I was going to try to match up, it would be like on the sill of each step, so people could see them. So I would try to match up with the yellow that was on the mural. So it actually kind of looked like it would match. I would use that yellow, we would use the same concept there, which is sealed and everything else, and hopefully people will be able to see it, which is definitely going to be a lot safer that way. If that's the way you wanted to try it.
I think the cost was less than $1,000, right?
Well, yeah, if we're going to do it, we got to grind just a certain section of it. It shouldn't be too bad for the little sections just to run strips. You know what I mean? But you have to buy the color. So the color, it all depends on what color we decide to go with. It depends on the cost. But it shouldn't be too expensive.
Yeah, we can do the work in-house though, right?
Yes, we
Yeah.
can do the work in-house.
So I wondered if the board had any thoughts on opening those stairs up, because right now, to traverse the terrace, you have to use the windy path, which is fine. There's nothing wrong with the windy path, but it just seems kind of odd to have these stairs entirely blocked off. And if we could make them open and safe and used as intended, I think that it's something we should work towards.
Yeah, if we can do it, I would agree. It's kind of a pain in the neck, they have to zigzag way up. As long as it's safe, I got no problem with it.
So you would just want the stairs going straight up to be the ones with the,
Yeah, because the other ones aren't stairs. Those
right,
are-
they're not, they're sitting area.
They're sitting area, yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
The colors have been discussed a while ago.
I think there was a stain that was being discussed, and
Well,
the stain.
yeah, the stain wouldn't, it doesn't really work very well on concrete. You won't see it. It just soaks right in. This is totally different. We're gonna grind it and put it down. You can see like a difference in color. You know, and so you'll know it's there.
The difficult part of the steps is not only that, the one color is clearly an issue. That in conjunction with that, there are different, the risers are low and different.
Well, that's in the further spot, like the further up, which, like I said, was not meant to be steps to begin with. Like, I would love it if we could put some seating up there so people knew that they were proceeding. Like, I do see people sitting there, although usually they're village employees who know that they're for seating. So, yeah, it's,
So we saying still don't open that part?
I think still not open it, yeah, yeah.
Whatever can to be done, yeah, let's do it. It's good.
Would there be a resolution on that tonight then?
I don't, would it require a resolution? I don't think the expense
It's
is
just
enough.
painting steps.
It's just painting, like, not, well, a little bit more than painting,
Well,
but,
just to reflect that the decision has been made.
okay. Well, how about we take 2 weeks to think about it, and I'll have a resolution written up, so we, you know, because this is new to everybody, so I don't want to, you know, put forth a resolution tonight. We can,
And I'll come up with an exact price.
yes, yeah, that'd be good too. We can have that in there, so
And a color chart if you want.
that would be, yeah, or a color decision.
Yeah, because you could sprinkle other things like you did on the floor too.
Mm-hmm.
So if you wanted to match up the sign, there's colors you can match up with the mural, so it looks nice going up the stairs.
Yeah, I don't want to, like, if it has to look like industrial, then it has to, but. like,
No, it'll
yeah.
look
It'll look
better
good?
than a stain, for sure.
Okay, good, all right. Thank you for that.
Yep.
All right. The rest of grants, I think I can hold off until the regular meeting. There's nothing really that, yeah, I can hold off.
Okay. And nothing else for grants. Then we'll do tech and marketing, Chairman Miller,
Nothing new tonight, thank you.
and climate smart, Chairman O'Brien.
Yeah, I'll mention this again in the meeting too, but the one note I want to give a shout out to the Climate Smart Task Force who stepped up last week to plant the new pollinator gardens in Cave Creek Park. This is something that Amy's wanted to do for a while and was able to move forward with some of her Climate Smart budget. And those gardens in the park had been, well, purposefully neglected, I think. Like, for a while, we weren't even allowed to get in there to weed them. But now there's something there, and we get to watch it grow and see what flowers grow and what pollinators we can get in there. So thank you to the task force and for Amy for their work on that. That's it for Climate Smart.
Okay. Department heads, start with Superintendent Cisco.
Just let everybody know that we have finished this section of paving. We've done with Lombardi. We did the section of Lake, Franklin, Old Lake, and part of Carmen's Parkway. So they're all set to go. So we should have no issues for the 4th of July, the race or anything. They're all done.
Oh, perfect.
So we're good for that. And then other things, we just started back up again with brush pickup and our normal routine, and then we'll restart setting up for the 4th of July. So that'll be coming soon too. So probably this week. But other than that, everything seems to be going pretty good.
Okay. Anything for Wayne? Mike?
No, nothing right now.
Okay. Code enforcement, Matt?
Very active to say the least. Just responding to multiple complaints. I spoke earlier about the incident over on Washington Place. There's no civil action between the two parties, and I care not to get into that right now. But we're speaking to both parties. We're speaking to the one party, the defendant, if you want to call it. And we're hopefully to see progress. Incident on East Garfield, as we discussed, I had contact with the owner, discussed the issues there. The tenant was given a notice of immediate vacancy because it's exceeded the lease agreement and what the zoning district permits in that area. Preparing for the 4th of July festivities just tonight, I was able to issue the operational permit for Skylighters so they can operate appropriately out there with all the legal permitting necessary. A little bit of patience with us, we're still a little bit understaffed. I was made aware last Thursday evening, we got several businesses along West Main Street that are going to need their sidewalk halfway special use permits issued by this board. Just, one side of the street has the permits, the other side doesn't, but the tables and chairs are on both sides of the street. So we just want to get these guys in compliance with the zoning district. There's a lot more, and I'm not going to bore you with all that, but as always, don't hesitate to call.
Okay, very good. All right, thanks, Matt. Chief Kukaleka? Oh, actually, the fire chief, I'm sorry.
Actually got a day off today.
Oh, wow.
Just going over last week we submitted for the AFG grant, we're looking to get some new thermal imaging cameras. We're still waiting to hear back about the Bee Fire grant. And Mike, is there anything news on the grant that we got from Mount Wallace? We're waiting on the money to come from Albany.
Yeah, it's still through the DASNY review process in Albany,
Okay.
so.
All right. That's the replacement of the Plymouth vent,
Yep.
our new fans and the gear lockers. And so far this month, it's been a busy month leading into the summer here. We've already got 29 calls, so it's been busy, and we're getting ready for a busy 4th of July celebration. It's an all-day event for us between the race, the parade, and fireworks at the end. But we're gonna be ready for it.
Okay, I'll give you a choice. Do you want to wait to that point in the meeting, or would you like to be sworn in
My
now?
next thing, the reason everyone's here in their uniforms is, these are our new fire police, and New York State, because they were, by you swearing them in, they will be considered non-armed peace officers, and that gives them the right to direct traffic during emergencies or when the village appoints that. And I have a form that I need Mike to fill out his portion of it, and we'll send it in, and make it official.
Would you like to do that now and then
It's up to you.
get at
If you want
it?
to
Sure.
exactly- Oh, okay. Yeah, not everyone's here. They
Not
did
everyone's
tell
here,
them to
okay.
wait until my point in the actual meeting.
All right, that's fine. Not a problem at all.
Apologize.
Not a problem. Okay, well, thank you. Let's see, Cap, I know it's your last meeting. Thank you very much for your attendance, and hopefully we didn't overwork you too much.
I appreciate it, I enjoyed my time here. I don't say much back here, but I did enjoy sitting here and being part of the meeting, so I have nothing for tonight.
Okay, well, congratulations, and thank you again. I think that's it for department heads. Anybody else, anything you want to discuss real quick? If not, we got about 10 minutes.
I'll just speak, Cap, real quick. We discussed the trucks on Court Street in the past. I guess it's picked up again, I'm told.
Okay.
If it's something you could look into again, I know we talked about it and you said no one had actually had a chance to get out there yet, if they could, just because, yeah, I'm getting emails about it, so.
All right, we had an officer sit out there for a couple of details, very limited traffic,
Okay.
commercial vehicles traffic, but we can get them back out there. and
Yeah.
look at it.
The question was asked if the police have like a light-up sign they could put up that says no trucks allowed.
We do have that, we do have a sign that does radar, so it also does a display message. We could probably get down to Court Street at some point, but I can answer it.
Understood, yeah. Just put it in the queue, I guess, unless, yeah.
Yeah.
All right, thanks.
An overall prohibition of trucks might be problematic.
Right, and it's local trucks only is what it should be, yeah.
Local deliveries.
Right. Yeah, I think it's just the street's not really meant to handle the weight of trucks all day long, and. That's it, Mayor.
Okay,